How's it going?
Good. How are you? Let me make this bigger. Hi.
You look great.
Thank you.
I like the blue. Is it blue?
Yes,
Purple?
yeah, it's a blue Allison Olivia dress. It's very
I
pretty.
love it. You look so good. Well, how's your morning? Are you in California?
I'm in Los Angeles. Yeah.
So how's your day going so far? Have you been doing press for most of it?
Yeah. Since like
Yep.
9 a.m.
Yep. Just Zoom day, the usual.
Different worlds we live in. But it's nice because, I have sweatpants on under this dress. So
Yeah. Literally everybody that you get away with it. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're excited to talk to you today. We're going to talk about Supergirl and just everything you've been up to too, because you're absolutely killing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel now that the final season it's out?
I think it's surreal because especially now that we're wrapped and the show is just starting to air, we had such an emotional goodbye in person that I keep forgetting almost that. I mean, this episode obviously I don't, but
Yeah.
I'll get tagged on social media. I'm like, oh yeah, we said our goodbyes, but the fans are just now having their final go, with the show. So it's very surreal.
I was going to ask you, is there a certain thing that you did to celebrate as a cast or that you're going to do?
I mean, we had so many group scenes at the end. I felt like, and it was a lot. The last couple episodes are epic and huge. There's a lot of there's a lot of group superhero fight scenes in like random forests. So we definitely bonded in the fact that, you're filming night scenes and you're all getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Like we have a lot of very funny memories together. But no, I think everyone was pretty tired by the end.
They're like, we love you. We like everybody loves each other, but this is a lot.
Yeah. Bye. See you later. But we still text, Kyler just texted me now. Like we're
still in contact. Yeah. And you made Arrowverse history by co-writing an episode, which is absolutely huge. How'd you find out that you were gonna co-write an episode?
Well, I had written a sample spec script of a story that I really wanted to explore with my character, and instead of, I guess, just pitching them my idea, I wrote a whole script and was like, I just wrote it. And our showrunners were wonderful and sent it to the studio and to our producers as my sample, and they approved it. And then I was I was told I was going to write. I had no idea I was going to write me becoming a superhero. That was like
A lot.
Insane. But I knew I was going to have some episodes off to join the writer's room, and I did a month with them, which was incredible. Came back to LA and did the 10 to 5, which I was really into. With the lunch break in between. And then went off and wrote the episode. So I really got to have like a true experience. I didn't have to juggle both for the beginning of it, which was nice.
And you designed
it wasn't going to happen though. Like I didn't say anything. So I was like, I was like, this is going to fall apart pretty much every.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You designed your costume, right?
I did get to partner and you have your wish list and they're wonderful and like asking the actors like what would you like, but they actually did it all. And I was like, these are the things in the comics that I love, the gold we've never done, the half helmet we've never, like so much of the costume is comic book accurate. And then here are a couple like personal cultural things that I would love to integrate with like the beads and the braids and things like that. And they did that. And then just being one of the last to kind of become a superhero, I got all the tips from everyone else on like comfort, like zippers in certain places and like vest that can come out for lunch so you can, like just logistical things that we would never think of, or hooks to the vest for fight scenes. So I feel like my costume was the most comfortable too, because I got all their insight.
Yeah. And growing up, before you got cast in, like as a kid, did you want to ever be a superhero, or were you interested in superheroes?
I really wanted to be a clown, and I took it very seriously.
Opposite of what people usually want.
I was in preschool and there was a birthday party, and I pulled this woman out who was the clown, and I was like, give it to me straight. Like, what do I need to do in the course of my life to become and I want to be a clown, like not like high-end circuses. Like I want to do birthday parties. I wanted to be like a birthday party clown. I moved through that. But that was yeah. And then I thought, oh, okay, I guess, you know, I'm a child of immigrants. Like, I guess I'll be a lawyer, because that's kind of one of the three jobs that we're allowed to do. So I didn't even think about anything else outside of being a clown or a lawyer pretty much until after college.
That's good. Clown, lawyer, actor, superhero. Just the course of your life, just all up and down, up and down.
Which is kind of the in between, I guess, like being a performer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you have you watched the episode through? Like, do you watch it when it airs on the CW?
I don't, just because you live it.
Yeah.
But I did with this one, because I was lucky enough where I got to see the edits.
Right, because you wrote
and yeah, say what parts I really cared about and asked to preserve. And and I worked really closely with our director Ramsey on that part. Like, we had pieces that we were very attached to, and so we would watch each kind of network pass, the studio pass, to see what was preserved and what wasn't. But normally, no, and sometimes it's at my own fault, because I'm like, oh, this scene, and it didn't make it to cut, and the fans are like,
what? Yeah, like what? Yeah. And you really stick to your roots and your upbringing. How important, because it happens a lot in Supergirl, like that, through your work, that stays the same. How important is that to you, to be able to, you know, have that in your work?
Right. My culture is everything to me. And I think especially because there's no representation, as specifically being East African, like there was no one that I had that I could look at to know that this job was even possible. I was lucky that I had a mom that told me my whole life I could do anything. But for the most part, that isn't something, understandably so, that immigrants tell your kids, because you sacrifice everything to come to this country and you just want them to do well within the realm of your understanding of what well looks like. My dad still doesn't understand quite what an actor does, you know? But so for me, like, not just presenting my culture, but speaking about it and hoping that becomes sort of example, so that more young girls specifically choose to follow their heart if this is something they want to do, whether it's acting or writing or producing or directing. Like, that feels important, that they know that it's very possible.
Yeah. And that's so awesome that you're able to do both, and you do have such a good mindset behind it, you know? Like, you don't just want to act. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game. So it's who's most likely. So it's either you in your personal life or Kelly Olsen. So you're basically going against yourself, but not really, you know? Okay, so it's who's most likely. You'll choose which one. So first one is, who's most likely, you or Kelly, to get emotional over little things?
Me, for sure.
For sure. Who's most likely to be the biggest simp? Have you used that word before?
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you're going to say that. Who's most likely to spend all their money on new clothes?
Probably neither of us. No. I mean, neither of us.
Yeah.
Kelly's like a military girl. I'm not a big shopper. Like,
yeah. On set,
Yeah.
usually, do you like getting styled though? Like when people pick out your clothes for you?
Yes, I love it when someone else does it, but I have like an aversion to shopping or malls. I think as a kid, my mom used to I would like follow her through the grocery stores or the malls and get snacks. So,
you're like, I'm not doing it anymore. Yep. Amazon.
Someone like put me in something, then
it's fine. Who's most likely to win $1 million? Like luck wise?
Probably Kelly. She's like, life's worked out really well for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to be late?
Me. It's a problem, and I'm trying to get better. It's really bad. I'm never late to work, but my friends have given me ultimatums because I'm always a little bit late meeting them. Yeah.
Yep. You're the late friend.
Yeah.
You're the late. Yep. LA traffic, guys. You know how it is.
In Vancouver, I'm like going to meet friends on their shows, and I'm like, Vancouver traffic, and they're like, that's not a thing. You just left your house too late. Yeah. I'm that girl.
Read right through you.
I'm on my way, and I'm still in my bathrobe, you know. So
we all do it. Who's most likely to stay in on the weekends?
Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being alone a lot, which it's helpful that I shoot a show in another country. But yeah. Kelly is like such a part of this group of friends, which is so nice. But I very much would need space.
Yeah. Who's most likely to commit a crime?
I feel like Kelly would, but it would be a crime for good. Like
Yeah.
in this episode, or in the episode that just aired, she like got that surveillance tape for the orphans. Like that's probably not legal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, but like it's for the greater good. And she would definitely, I'm such a wimp, I would never, but she would do it in a cool, like honorable way.
Yeah, for sure. And then who's most likely, say Kelly was a real person and on the CW, who do you think would watch Supergirl?
Oh man.
Do you think Kelly would watch it if she wasn't in it? If Kelly was like walking on the side?
I think she would, because she would think Alex is cute, and so she would watch it for her. That's what I'll say. I think she would watch it for Alex.
That's so cute. Do you have any just like plans for night? Is there something coming up? Are you more on the jewelry line?
Yeah, I mean, I'm writing. That's like my real focus right now, and developing a couple things with some people that I think are amazing that I've done other shows with, and that's really exciting, and some stories that I think are really special. So I'm putting all of my energy into writing and producing right now. This is like created a monster in the best way.
I was gonna say in the best way, like one and done, and now you're like one and now here you go. Like that's like opening up so many doors. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're killing. You made history. You wrote your own episode. You're doing amazing things, and you're such an inspiration. So I know, like usually when you're living it, you don't realize it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when people tell you, you're like, oh yeah, I actually am doing that. But like, really, you're killing it.
It's been my day. I think I'm like, oh, because when you're going, you just
right.
Get things done. Yeah, I feel lucky, and it is so special, and I'm so glad that like the episode's going to come out, and I hope it's inspiring and puts good into the world and gets more people to create and tell their stories.
Yeah. Well, congrats on all the success, and we can't wait to see what else you write. Can't wait to see it on the big screen.
This was so fun. Such a fun game. Thank you.